Russia, a land of immense scale and profound history, often evokes a myriad of images. Vast landscapes, iconic architecture, and a culture steeped in tradition. Yet, beneath the surface of common perceptions lies a complex and dynamic nation, a place where ancient heritage intertwines with modern aspirations. This documentary invites you on an immersive journey to discover the real Russia, moving beyond headlines and stereotypes to explore the daily lives, vibrant culture, and enduring spirit of its people. We will delve into the heart of this enigmatic country, revealing its true essence and the multifaceted realities that shape life within its borders. Russian cities are vibrant hubs where history, culture, and modernity converge, offering a unique glimpse into the daily lives of its citizens. From the grand boulevards of Moscow and St. Petersburg to the bustling streets of regional centers, urban life in Russia is a dynamic tapestry of routines, aspirations, and social interactions. This segment explores what it's like to navigate the rhythm of a Russian city. Morning commute and workday. The workday in Russian cities typically begins with a bustling commute. Public transportation, particularly the ornate and efficient Moscow metro, is a lifeline for millions, transporting people to their offices, universities, and schools. While the architecture of the metro stations can be breathtaking, the daily commute is a practical affair, often involving crowded trains and a brisk pace. The work environment in Russia, especially in larger cities, is increasingly modern, with many working in offices, businesses, and service industries. Despite the often long hours, there's a strong emphasis on productivity and professionalism. Urban landscapes and architecture. Russian cities are characterized by a fascinating mix of architectural styles, reflecting centuries of history. Grand imperial buildings stand alongside Soviet-era structures and increasingly modern skyscrapers. While Moscow and St. Petersburg boast iconic landmarks, even smaller cities often feature impressive cathedrals, historic squares, and well-maintained parks. These urban landscapes are not just backdrops, they are integral to daily life, serving as meeting points, recreational areas, and symbols of national pride. Social life and leisure. After work, Russian cities come alive with a diverse array of social and leisure activities. Cafes, restaurants, and bars are popular gathering spots, particularly among the younger generation. Cultural institutions, such as theaters, museums, and art galleries, are highly valued and well-attended. Russians also enjoy spending time outdoors, whether strolling through parks, warmth and hospitality once a connection is made, and social gatherings with friends and family are a cherished part of daily life. Shopping and consumer culture. Shopping in Russian cities ranges from traditional open-air markets, offering fresh produce and local goods, to modern shopping malls with international brands. While the cost of living in major cities can be high, Russians are increasingly discerning consumers, seeking quality and variety. Supermarkets are well-stocked, and online shopping is gaining popularity, reflecting a growing consumer culture. Despite economic fluctuations, urban Russians strive to maintain a comfortable lifestyle, balancing traditional values with modern conveniences. Challenges and adaptations. Life in Russian cities, particularly outside of Moscow and St. Petersburg, can present its challenges. Issues such as traffic congestion, infrastructure needs, and varying economic opportunities are part of the urban experience. However, Russians are known for their resilience and adaptability, finding ways to navigate these challenges with resourcefulness and a strong sense of community. The daily grind is often balanced by a deep appreciation for culture, family, and the simple joys of life, making urban existence in Russia a unique and multifaceted experience. Russian women are often the subject of fascination and stereotypes, celebrated for their beauty, yet navigating a complex landscape of traditional values and modern aspirations. This segment delves into the multifaceted identity of Russian women, exploring the interplay of beauty standards, societal roles, and their enduring strength. Beauty standards in presentation. The emphasis on appearance is a significant aspect of Russian culture, and women often take great pride in their presentation. Beauty standards tend to favor a slim physique, well-maintained hair and skin, and a polished, feminine style. It's common to see women dressed elegantly, even for everyday activities, with a focus on makeup, heels, and fashionable attire. This dedication to appearance is not merely about vanity. It's often seen as a form of self-respect and a way to express femininity in a society that values it. However, it's important to note that these standards are not universally adhered to, and there's a growing diversity of styles and expressions of beauty, particularly among the younger generation. Power and resilience. Historically, Russian women have demonstrated immense strength and resilience, often serving as the backbone of their families and communities. During times of war and hardship, they have taken on significant responsibilities, both at home and in the workforce. This legacy of strength continues today, with many Russian women juggling careers, family, and household duties. While traditional gender roles still hold sway in many aspects of society, women are increasingly visible in various professional fields, including science, medicine, and business. Their power is often expressed through their ability to manage multiple roles and navigate the complexities of modern Russian life with grace and determination. Identity and traditional values. The identity of a Russian woman is often shaped by a blend of traditional values and modern influences. Family remains a central pillar of Russian society, and women are often seen as the heart of the family, responsible for nurturing children and maintaining household harmony. There's a strong cultural emphasis on marriage and motherhood, and many women aspire to these roles. However, this is not to say that Russian women are confined to domestic life. They are also highly educated and career-oriented, seeking to balance their personal and professional aspirations. This duality creates a unique identity, where traditional femininity coexists with modern independence. Navigating modernity. In contemporary Russia, women are actively shaping their own destinies, challenging stereotypes and redefining their roles. While the concept of feminism may not be as mainstream as in some Western countries, there's a growing awareness of gender equality issues and a desire for greater autonomy. Russian women are increasingly vocal about their rights and aspirations, using social media and other platforms to express their views and connect with like-minded individuals. Their journey is one of navigating the delicate balance between respecting tradition and embracing the opportunities of the modern world, creating a vibrant and evolving female identity that is both powerful and uniquely Russian. Russian society is a fascinating blend of tradition and modernity, a dynamic reflected vividly in its fashion, evolving family structures, and the values that guide its people. This segment explores how these elements intertwine, offering a deeper understanding of contemporary Russian life. Fashion, a blend of classic and contemporary. Russian fashion is often characterized by a sophisticated and polished aesthetic, a blend of classic elegance and emerging contemporary trends. While there's an appreciation for timeless styles, particularly well-tailored suits and feminine silhouettes, Russian street style also embraces bold statements, unique accessories, and a growing influence from international streetwear. Designers often incorporate traditional Russian motifs and craftsmanship into modern designs, creating a distinctive national style. For many, dressing well is a form of self-expression and a mark of respect, reflecting a desire to present oneself impeccably in public. This attention to detail and a willingness to experiment make Russian fashion both intriguing and diverse. Family, the enduring core. Despite societal changes, the family remains the fundamental unit and a cornerstone of Russian life. Traditional family values, emphasizing strong intergenerational bonds, mutual support, and the importance of children continue to hold significant sway. While the nuclear family is common, extended family members often play a crucial role in daily life, providing support, advice, and childcare. There's a strong cultural emphasis on celebrating family milestones, holidays, and maintaining close ties with relatives. However, modern Russian families are also adapting to new realities, with both parents often working, and a growing recognition of shared responsibilities in childcare and household duties. The high divorce rate in Russia also points to evolving family dynamics, with single-parent households becoming more common. Yet the commitment to raising children and maintaining family connections remains paramount. Modern values navigating change. Contemporary Russian society is navigating a complex interplay of traditional values, Soviet-era legacies, and global influences. While patriotism, national pride, and a respect for authority are often emphasized, there's also a strong undercurrent of individualism, particularly among the younger generation. Modern values often include a desire for personal freedom, economic stability, and access to global culture and information. Social media plays a significant role in shaping opinions and connecting individuals, fostering new communities and discussions. Despite official narratives, many Russians hold diverse views on social issues, gender roles, and political developments, reflecting a society in constant evolution. This ongoing dialogue between tradition and modernity shapes the unique fabric of Russian life, creating a society that is both deeply rooted in its past and actively engaging with the future. Russia's rich tapestry of religion, tradition, and culture forms the very soul of the nation, shaping its identity, values, and daily life. From the enduring influence of Orthodox Christianity to ancient customs and a vibrant artistic heritage, these elements provide a profound insight into the Russian spirit. This segment explores the deep roots of Russia's cultural landscape. Orthodox Christianity, the spiritual core. Russian Orthodoxy is the predominant religion in Russia and has played a pivotal role in shaping the country's history, art, and moral framework. Its Golden Dome churches, intricate iconography, and solemn liturgies are central to the spiritual lives of millions. While religious practice was suppressed during the Soviet era, there has been a significant revival of faith since the 1990s, with many Russians returning to their Orthodox roots. Religious holidays like Easter and Christmas are celebrated with great reverence, often involving elaborate church services and family gatherings. The Orthodox Church continues to be a powerful cultural and moral authority, influencing public discourse and national identity. Diverse religious landscape. Beyond orthodoxy, Russia is home to a diverse religious landscape. Islam is the second largest religion, with significant Muslim populations in regions like the North Caucasus and Tatarstan, contributing to a rich multicultural mosaic. Buddhism is traditionally practiced in regions like Buryatia and Kalmykia, while Judaism also has a long history in Russia. This religious diversity, though sometimes challenged, adds layers of complexity and richness to the country's cultural fabric. Enduring traditions and customs. Russian traditions are deeply rooted in history, often blending pagan customs with Christian beliefs. Celebrations like Maslenitsa, Pancake Week, marking the end of winter, involve festive gatherings, traditional foods, and symbolic rituals. Weddings, births, and other life events are often accompanied by specific customs and superstitions, reflecting a strong connection to ancestral practices. Hospitality is a cornerstone of Russian culture, with guests often welcomed warmly and offered abundant food and drink. The tradition of giving gifts, particularly for holidays and special occasions, is also deeply ingrained, symbolizing respect and affection. A rich cultural heritage. Russian culture is globally renowned for its contributions to literature, music, ballet, and art. Literary giants like Tolstoy, Dostoevsky, and Pushkin have left an indelible mark on world literature, exploring profound philosophical and human themes. The classical music of Tchaikovsky, Rachmaninoff, and Stravinsky continues to captivate audiences worldwide, while the Bolshoi and Mariinsky ballets are synonymous with artistic excellence. Russian art, from icon painting to the avant-garde movements of the early 20th century, reflects a unique artistic vision. This rich cultural heritage is a source of immense national pride and continues to inspire new generations of artists and thinkers, ensuring that Russia's cultural legacy remains vibrant and influential on the global stage. Education has always been highly valued in Russia, serving as a cornerstone of social mobility and national development. This commitment to learning, coupled with historical factors, has led to a significant presence of women in the workforce, making Russia a unique case study in gender dynamics within professional spheres. This segment explores the Russian education system and the pivotal role women play in its economy. The Russian education system. Russia boasts a comprehensive and largely free education system, from primary school through university. Education is compulsory for 9 years, with many students continuing for an additional 2 years to complete secondary education. The system emphasizes a strong foundation in core subjects, including mathematics, sciences, and humanities. Higher education is highly competitive, with a significant number of students pursuing university degrees, often in specialized fields. This robust educational framework has produced a highly literate and skilled population, capable of contributing to various sectors of the economy. Women in the workforce, a historical perspective. The high participation of women in the Russian workforce has deep historical roots, particularly stemming from the Soviet era. During Soviet times, women were actively encouraged, and often required, to work outside the home, to contribute to the national economy. This led to a widespread presence of women in professions traditionally dominated by men in other parts of the world, such as engineering, medicine, and science. While the post-Soviet transition brought new challenges, the legacy of female labor force participation remains strong. Contemporary roles and challenges. Today, Russian women continue to be highly economically active, with a significant percentage of working-age women employed across various sectors. They are well represented in fields like healthcare, education, and finance, and a notable proportion hold senior and middle management positions. Russia is among the world leaders in the share of women in research and development. However, despite high participation rates and educational attainment, challenges persist. Gender pay gaps, limited representation in top leadership roles, and the burden of balancing work with traditional family responsibilities are ongoing issues. The societal expectation for women to excel both professionally and domestically can lead to increased stress and pressure. Balancing career and family. The dual role of career woman and homemaker is a common reality for many Russian women. While state support for childcare exists, the primary responsibility for family care often falls on women. This necessitates a delicate balance, and many women demonstrate remarkable resilience and adaptability in managing these demands. The drive for education and professional achievement, combined with a deep commitment to family, defines the unique trajectory of women in the Russian workforce, showcasing their enduring strength and determination in shaping both their personal lives and the nation's economic landscape. Russian cuisine is a reflection of the country's vast geography, diverse climate, and rich history, offering a hearty and comforting culinary experience. Shaped by centuries of tradition, it emphasizes seasonal ingredients, often incorporating root vegetables, grains, and preserved foods to withstand long winters. This segment invites you to explore flavors and staples that define Russian food culture. Hearty soups and stews. Soups are a cornerstone of Russian cuisine, often served as the first course of a meal. Borscht, a vibrant beetroot soup, is perhaps the most famous, though its variations are countless, often including meat, cabbage, and other vegetables, served with a dollop of sour cream, smetana. Other popular soups include shi, cabbage soup, uka, fish soup, and okroshka, a cold kvass-based soup popular in summer. These soups are not just appetizers. They are often substantial and nourishing meals in themselves. Pelmeni and vareniki, the dumpling delights. Russian cuisine boasts a variety of dumplings, with pelmeni and vareniki being the most beloved. Pelmeni are small, savory dumplings, typically filled with minced meat, pork, beef, or a mix, and served with butter, sour cream, or vinegar. Vareniki, on the other hand, can have sweet or savory fillings, ranging from potatoes and mushrooms to cherries and cottage cheese, often enjoyed as a main course or a dessert. These dumplings are a staple of home cooking and a symbol of Russian comfort food. Salads and appetizers. Russian meals often begin with a selection of salads and appetizers. The Olivier salad, also known as Russian salad, is a festive staple made with diced potatoes, carrots, peas, pickles, boiled eggs, and meat, often chicken or sausage, all bound with mayonnaise. Vinaigrette is another popular salad, a colorful mix of boiled beetroot, potatoes, carrots, pickles, and onions dressed with sunflower oil. Pickled vegetables, such as cucumbers and cabbage, are also common, reflecting a long tradition of food preservation. Bread and dairy. Bread, chleb, holds a sacred place in Russian culture, often served with every meal. Dark rye bread is particularly popular. Dairy products are also widely consumed, including kefir, a fermented milk drink, tworog, cottage cheese, and smetana, sour cream, which accompanies many dishes. Sirniki, pan-fried cottage cheese pancakes, are a popular breakfast or dessert item. Sweet treats and beverages. For those with a sweet tooth, Russian cuisine offers a range of desserts, from fruit-filled pies to honey cakes. Blini, thin Russian pancakes, can be served with sweet toppings like jam, honey, or condensed milk, or savory fillings like caviar and sour cream. Traditional beverages include kvass, a fermented bread drink, mors, a berry fruit drink, and of course vodka, which is deeply ingrained in Russian social customs, often consumed with food and in good company. Russian cuisine, with its emphasis on hearty, comforting dishes and rich flavors, offers a true taste of the country's soul and its enduring traditions. Russia's immense size. Russian soul. From the vast, silent taiga to the majestic peaks of the Caucasus, and from the endless steppes to the pristine waters of Lake Baikal, the natural world is not merely a backdrop, but an integral part of the national identity. This segment explores the breathtaking landscapes of Russia and their deep connection to the Russian spirit. Vastness and diversity. Russia's landscapes are characterized by their sheer scale and incredible diversity. The country spans 11 time zones, encompassing a wide array of climatic zones and ecosystems. You'll find everything from the Arctic tundra in the far north to subtropical Black Sea coasts in the south, and from the ancient Ural Mountains dividing Europe and Asia to the volcanic peaks of Kamchatka in the far east. This vastness has instilled in Russians a sense of boundless possibility, but also a profound appreciation for the resilience required to thrive in such varied and often harsh environments. Iconic natural wonders. Among Russia's countless natural treasures, some stand out as truly iconic. Lake Baikal, the deepest and oldest freshwater lake in the world, holds an astonishing 1/5 of the planet's fresh water. Its pristine waters and unique biodiversity make it a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a spiritual heartland for many. The Valley of Geysers in Kamchatka, a remote peninsula in the Far East, is one of the world's largest geyser fields, a dramatic landscape of steaming vents, hot springs, and bubbling mud pots. The Altai Mountains in Siberia, often called the Golden Mountains, offer stunning alpine scenery, ancient petroglyphs, and a rich cultural heritage. These natural wonders are not just tourist attractions, they are sources of national pride and inspiration. The Russian soul and nature. The concept of the Russian soul is often intertwined with the country's expansive and often unforgiving natural environment. The vastness of the land, the extremes of its climate, and the solitude of its forests and plains are believed to have fostered a unique blend of resilience, melancholy, introspection, and a deep connection to the spiritual. Russian literature, music, and art frequently draw inspiration from the natural world, reflecting its profound influence on the national psyche. The ability to find beauty and meaning in harsh conditions, to endure and adapt, is seen as a defining characteristic of the Russian spirit, forged in the crucible of its formidable landscapes. This deep connection to nature provides a sense of continuity and timelessness, grounding the Russian people in their vast and beautiful homeland. Romance and marriage in Russia are steeped in a rich tapestry of traditions, blending historical customs with modern sensibilities. While dating culture has evolved, many core values surrounding relationships, courtship, and the institution of marriage remain deeply ingrained in Russian society. This segment explores the unique aspects of Russian romance and the enduring traditions that shape marital unions. Courtship and chivalry. In Russian dating culture, there's often a strong emphasis on traditional gender roles, with men typically taking the initiative in courtship. Chivalry is often appreciated, with gestures like opening doors, paying for dates, and bringing flowers being common. Russian women often value attentiveness, sincerity, and a man's ability to demonstrate his seriousness and commitment. While casual dating exists, many relationships are approached with a view towards long-term commitment and marriage, reflecting the importance of family in Russian society. Engagement and betrothal. Historically, engagement or betrothal was a significant ceremony in Russia, often involving formal meetings between families to discuss the union. While less formal today, the proposal itself is still a cherished moment, often accompanied by a ring and a romantic gesture. The period of engagement allows couples to prepare for marriage, both practically and emotionally, and to solidify their bond before the wedding. Russian wedding traditions. Russian weddings are elaborate and joyous affairs, often blending religious rituals with lively folk customs and modern celebrations. A key tradition is the ransom of the bride, where the groom and his friends must overcome various obstacles and challenges set by the bride's friends and family to win his bride. This playful ritual often involves riddles, games, and symbolic payments. The civil ceremony, often held at a ZAGS, civil registry office, is legally binding, but many couples also opt for a traditional Orthodox church wedding, which is a deeply spiritual event. During the reception, several unique traditions unfold. The karavai, a beautifully decorated traditional wedding bread, is often presented to the couple, symbolizing prosperity and fertility. Guests might shout, "Gorko," meaning bitter, prompting the newlyweds to kiss to make the taste sweet again. Games, dancing, and abundant food and drink are central to the celebration, often lasting late into the night. While some ancient superstitions and rituals are still observed, modern Russian weddings also incorporate contemporary elements, reflecting the couple's personal preferences and styles. Marriage as a cornerstone. Despite evolving societal norms and a high divorce rate, marriage remains a highly valued institution in Russia. It is often seen as a natural progression in a serious relationship and a foundation for building a family. The emphasis on strong family bonds and the desire for children often drives the pursuit of marriage. While the path to romance and marriage in Russia can be complex, it is ultimately guided by a deep appreciation for connection, commitment, and the enduring power of love, reflecting the passionate and resilient spirit of the Russian people. Russia is a country frequently shrouded in stereotypes, often leading to misconceptions that obscure its true complexity and vibrancy. Moving beyond these simplistic narratives is crucial to understanding the multifaceted reality of Russian life and its people. This segment aims to debunk some of the most common stereotypes about Russia, revealing what you might not have known. Stereotype 1: Russians never smile. This is perhaps one of the most pervasive and easily misunderstood stereotypes. While Russians may not smile as readily at strangers in public as people in some Western cultures, this doesn't signify unfriendliness or unhappiness. In Russia, a smile is often reserved for genuine emotions and close relationships. Smiling without a reason can sometimes be perceived as insincere or even foolish. Once you build a connection with a Russian, you'll find them warm, hospitable, and capable of great humor and joy. Stereotype 2: Russia is always cold and covered in snow. While large parts of Russia experience long, cold winters, the country's climate is incredibly diverse. As explored earlier, Russia spans vast geographical zones, from Arctic tundras to subtropical Black Sea coasts. Summers can be surprisingly hot, especially in central and southern regions, and spring and autumn offer beautiful transitional seasons. The image of perpetual snow and ice is far from the complete picture. Stereotype 3: All Russians drink a lot of vodka. While vodka is deeply ingrained in Russian culture and social rituals, the stereotype that all Russians are heavy drinkers is a significant oversimplification. Alcohol consumption patterns vary widely, and many Russians prefer other beverages, such as beer, wine, or traditional drinks like kvass. There's a growing health consciousness, particularly among younger generations, and a move towards more moderate consumption. The cultural significance of vodka often lies in its role in celebrations and social bonding, rather than constant, excessive consumption. Stereotype 4: Russians are aggressive and unfriendly. This stereotype often stems from geopolitical tensions and media portrayals. In reality, Russians are known for their deep sense of loyalty, strong family values, and profound hospitality towards guests. While they may appear reserved or direct initially, once you gain their trust, you will find them incredibly warm, generous, and eager to share their culture. Their directness in communication is often a sign of honesty, not aggression. Stereotype 5: Russia's undemocratic society. While Russia's political system is often criticized, the country is incredibly diverse, with a rich tapestry of ethnic groups, religions, and regional identities. There's a vibrant cultural scene, a dynamic intellectual discourse, and a population that holds a wide range of views and opinions. To view Russia as a single, unchanging entity is to ignore the complex social dynamics and the resilience of its people in navigating their realities. The country is constantly evolving, and its people are actively shaping its future, often in ways that defy simplistic categorization. By challenging these common stereotypes, we hope to foster a more informed and nuanced understanding of Russia, a country of immense beauty, profound history, and a people whose true character is far richer and more complex than often portrayed. It is only by looking beyond the surface that one can truly appreciate the depth and diversity of life in this fascinating nation.